What is going on at Halas Hall? Okay, at this point, this is just one of the most embarrassing years I've ever seen as a Chicago Bears fan, and it's only week 3. We still got 15 more of these weeks, guys, so buckle in because it's getting worse and worse every single week. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears news update video, which I'll be doing. Skip the intro, okay? I don't care about the intro. I want to dive right into the stuff I want to talk about because it is that freaking bad, okay? Everything is falling apart. Guys are getting injured. There's stuff happening apparently off the field with the coach now, so I'm just going to dive into it, and I'll start by talking about Justin Fields and his comments on the Bears coaching staff and how he feels like they're using him. So Fields had a presser today talking about his rough start to the season, and it seemed like he had a very different tone in this press conference than he usually does, because in previous years, it seems like Fields has only ever blamed himself for bad performances. You know, even if it was clearly the offensive line's fault or the receiver's fault or the coaching staff's fault, he only really ever blamed himself for bad performances. But in this presser, it really seems like he's finally kind of calling out the coaching staff. So, according to Mark Grote, he said that Justin Fields is clearly frustrated by the way the first 2 games have gone. He said that today he wants to be able to play more freely and express his opinions to the coaches, who were apparently receptive to it. When asked about what could be making him think too much in the pocket, Justin Fields also noted that it could be the coaching. When you're fed a lot of information at a point in time and trying to think about the info when you're playing, it doesn't let you feel like yourself. He also said to, according to Zach Pearson, he said that I felt like I was not necessarily playing my game. I felt like I was robotic. I wasn't playing like myself on Sunday. And then, according to Moriano, he also said that my goal this week is just to say F it and just go out there and play football how I know how to play football. That includes thinking less and just going out there and playing off of instincts rather than just of so much, say, info in my head, data in my head, and literally going out there and playing football. Wow, okay, a lot to dive into with those comments, but it clearly does seem like, at least to me, that he is not liking how the coaching staff is trying to make him play quarterback this year, and he feels like they're not coaching him up to be the best version of himself. And I know people in the comments will say he's just making excuses, he's been terrible, like all the blame is only on Fields, but guys, that's not the case at all, okay? Even though Fields has had a very bad start to the year and he deserves a lot of criticism for sure, okay? If he does not turn it around fast, he's not going to be on the Bears next year. Even though all those things are true, we also have to put a lot of blame on the coaching staff too for his regressions as a passer, because if you look at his footwork, if you look at how he's playing quarterback, it seems like he's very overcoached according to a lot of people that are way smarter than I am when it comes to quarterback play, okay? I highly recommend you guys, I'm sure you guys already watched the QB School's latest Justin Fields breakdown where he broke down like almost every single play of Fields' last game, and that was an eye-opening video because it really shows how the footwork, how the drop back, what he's trying to do in the pocket is just all over the place. And I like that he did put blame on Fields because Fields definitely does deserve some blame, but he also put a lot of blame on the coaching staff for not coaching up Fields properly and also having moments out there where some of the routes don't even make sense, not really sticking to what Fields is best at doing, what he was good at doing at Ohio State, or, you know, sometimes in year 1 in his rookie year. So, God, I mean, it's really... It sucks that it's had to come to this where Fields has basically had to go Jay Cutler mode and say, F it, I'm just going to play my game. But I really hope he does that in the next game because at least that would be an entertaining style of football, okay, to see Fields do what he's best at doing. And if it doesn't work, then so be it. But I'd rather have Fields, you know, at least try to attempt passes down the field, at least try to do what he's best at doing rather than just like sitting in the pocket, being a sitting duck, and trying to be like a Tom Brady, okay? Fields is never going to be a Tom Brady. He's a dynamic dual threat quarterback that does have to improve as a passer for sure, but the Bears definitely have not done him any favors either over the last couple of years of his career, okay? Last year, terrible offensive line, terrible playmakers, so he's kind of gotten used to just the running mindset, and he's not really developed as a passer because last year we didn't really allow him the chance to develop as a passer, and this year, even though the weapons are there, guys are getting open, he's just not seeing the field like he used to. So I really hope it's not too late to become who he actually can become, because all the talent in the world, guys, is present in this guy. Like, this guy could be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL if he gets out of his head, if he becomes a better processor on the field, which I know is much easier said than done. I'm not sure if it's even possible at this point, but again, if he just wants to go Jay Cutler mode and say, fuck you, Luke Getsy, I'm gonna do what I do best, all power to him, okay? If we're gonna be a dumpster fire, I'd rather us be an entertaining dumpster fire, which that would make it pretty entertaining. So, you know, again, not a good situation all around that our offensive coordinator and our quarterback are not on the same page. Both of them deserve a lot of blame. Fields has not been a good passer. Getsy has not been a good coach, but with how many quarterbacks we have ruined at this point, I feel like most of the blame still is on the Chicago Bears as an organization, because it's no coincidence that we have not had a 4,000-yard passer yet in our entire history when every other team in the NFL has had one. It's because of how terrible of an organization we are when it comes to developing quarterbacks. Going to the next story then, another chaotic event. So Alan Williams, our defensive coordinator, might not ever be coming back to the Chicago Bears, apparently, okay? So according to Matt Eberflus today in his presser, he said that there's no update on Alan Williams. I would not even say if Alan is still the defensive coordinator. And then according to Bill Zimmerman, who, by the way, this guy's broken a lot of Bears news in the past. He was one of the first to even know about the DJ Moore trade, trading back for pick number 1. He was on that immediately. He's reported on other stuff too. So I would say he's a very reliable source. And he's saying that the story I'm hearing around Al Williams, if true, is shocking. I would not expect him to ever return to the Chicago Bears. It has nothing to do with his coaching performance. What? Okay. What the hell is happening with this team? Okay, I obviously don't want to speculate on what this could mean, because it could mean off the field stuff, it could mean whatever. I mean, it's probably off the field stuff if it's not related to coaching, and I don't want to speculate in this video what that could mean. I don't want you guys to speculate either in the comments, because wait for the facts to come out. I'm not sure when the facts will come out on this, because the Bears are so secretive about stuff like this. Like, even with the Nate Davis thing, they did not say what he was dealing with until much later, when shit hit the fan. So I mean, that could have just been because Nate Davis was, he wanted his privacy, and somebody died in his family, which is totally understandable. But like, whatever this situation is, it seems completely different, because it seems like something happened off the field, which is not good. And if that's the case, I mean, we don't even know who our defensive coordinator is right now. Okay, obviously Matt Eberflus is calling the plays right now, but god damn, like, it's been that type of year where even stuff like this is happening. Crazy stuff that you can't even explain. I mean, that's how much of a dumpster fire the Chicago Bears are at this point in time, where we don't even know where our defensive coordinator is and what's happening with him. So that's the whole Alan Williams situation. A very weird situation, which I don't even know how to react to this. I'll probably make another video breaking down whatever happened when we get official news of what happened. If we ever get that, and maybe he comes back. I don't even know at this point. But, at least, like, on the field, like, it's not really going to negatively impact our defense, because he's been a terrible coordinator regardless. So it's not a bad thing he's not calling plays, but I really want to know, like, what actually happened to him, because if it's something bad that he did, or something bad that happened to him, like, it'd be good to know about that, and I hope the Bears do clear the air relatively soon, because otherwise speculation is going to run rampant, whether it's fair or not to the situation. So that's the Alan Williams thing. And then finally, talking about a massive injury on the Chicago Bears offensive line, which this came out of nowhere. I did not even know he was dealing with an injury, but left tackle Braxton Jones was placed on injury reserve with a neck injury, and he's going to miss at least 4 games. And neck injuries can be pretty scary, so he could be gone for even more than 4 games, potentially. So oh my god, man. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong with the Chicago Bears. Now we're probably going to have Larry Borum at left tackle. Or maybe Jatari Carter, they said. Apparently, even though Jatari Carter, according to my knowledge, has only played guard so far with the Bears. So the offensive line continues to be a mess. Injuries are piling up. And the guy that we could at least rely on to be healthy, Braxton Jones, he's not even healthy anymore. Last year, Braxton Jones played every single game. But this year, he's missing at least 4 games with a pretty, probably scary neck injury. So my god, man. I mean, it's so sad that I was so pumped up about this season. All you guys were too. Like, it was supposed to be such a fun year, and already in week 3, it seems like the season is already over, and everything is going wrong with this damn cursed franchise. I'm not even sure where the Bears go from here. With all the friction in the building, with all the injuries piling up, we now have a date with the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, the defending champion. So it's not getting any easier anytime soon. This could be a very rough year again. And my god, man, I just really hope that one day being a Chicago Bears fan will pay off, because right now it's certainly not paying off. Leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.